Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today's video is one of those rare moments that perfectly exposes everything that can go wrong when law enforcement forgets the limits of their authority. It's also a crash course in knowing your rights, remaining calm under pressure, and documenting everything so that accountability is possible. You're about to witness a situation that, at first glance, seems almost mundane. A man standing on a public sidewalk, holding a camera, exercising his legal rights. Simple, right? One would think that a peaceful citizen exercising their constitutionally protected freedoms would be left alone. But if you've spent any time paying attention to the reality of modern policing, you already know this is rarely how it goes. What follows is a textbook example of misconduct, poor judgment, and the systemic problems that arise when authority is unchecked. A female officer approaches a man who is doing nothing illegal, nothing threatening, simply documenting his surroundings, which is entirely within his rights. And yet, without probable cause or any lawful justification, she demands his identification. Just like that, out of nowhere. This isn't based on suspicion or reasonable cause, it's based on assumption, ego, and an outdated interpretation of authority. What makes this even worse is that when the citizen politely asks for her identification, she refuses. That's right. While demanding compliance from someone who is entirely within their rights, she hides behind her badge, failing to offer her name or badge number. This is not a minor procedural error, it's a deliberate act of intimidation. It's the kind of behavior that erodes public trust in the very system designed to protect us. Every law enforcement interaction is governed by rules. These aren't suggestions, they are protocols intended to protect both civilians and officers. They exist so that everyone knows their boundaries. When officers treat these rules as optional, they make arbitrary decisions, creating an environment where fear and compliance are prioritized over law and justice. And if you think this is the worst part of the encounter, just wait. The sergeant shows up.
Hey, sir. You recording the bank?
You said who? Who did what?
You recording the bank, or what kind of video you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Is that okay?
Well, I'm gonna talk to her, but she's. Hey, sir. You recording the bank?
You said who? Who did what?
You recording the bank, or what kind of video you recording?
Yeah, I'm recording. Is that okay?
Well, I'm gonna talk to her, but she's.
I thought you was kind of gonna talk to her first.
But,
Did you want to talk to her first?
Yeah, but if she.
Yeah, go talk to her real quick.
She says she's uncomfortable. Are you okay with just leaving?
Ma'am, he was asking where the vault is, how much money we have, and he videoed every one of our cars in our entire building.
I asked you what? Say that again.
He's still taping.
Yeah, I'm recording.
What's your name, sir?
Huh?
What's your name?
Here, here. Why do you want my name?
Oh, I want to know who I'm talking to.
You can just call me Daddy.
I'm not doing that. So, what's your real name?
Just call me Daddy. Why would you need my real name?
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just. Is that okay that I record?
Well, she's saying you just asked some weird questions about the bank. Why is that?
That was something that you can see from the window. I asked her, would she be able to share that with me?
Well, why are you asking those questions?
Because I want to. Is that okay?
Do you understand what kind of impression you're giving the bank? Do you understand what impression you're giving the bank?
I don't. Are you yelling?
No, I'm telling you. I'm asking you.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to make sure you got the right tone now, miss. What's your name and your badge number?
What's your name?
What is your name?
What's your name?
It's your policy to give your name and your badge. That's what I think.
Yeah.
So you don't want to give your name and your badge?
What's your name?
Let's get a supervisor out here.
All right, he's right here.
Okay. How you doing, sir? Come here real quick. Come here real quick. Can I get your name and your badge number, please? Now, why was that so hard for you to do that?
Why is it so hard for you to give me your name?
Is it your policy to give name to the public when requests, especially when you make contact? Is that your policy? Is that your policy, though, sir? If that's your policy, though.
They said you were up here looking.
So what? So what? I'm on the sidewalk recording.
Asking questions about the vault.
So?
Stuff about
Okay,
the
like
bank.
I said, if you're on the sidewalk,
She did not give her name and her. I understand that, sir. The only thing that got me a little riled up, she got a little snappy with me, and
it just
she don't.
gives you an opportunity to argue. That's all you're looking for.
No, I'm not. I'm really trying to be cordial with her.
No, you're not.
I don't have. I asked you, did you wanna? Hey, man, I wasn't
That's it.
on their property, sir. I wasn't on their property. I need her name and her badge number. Why was that so hard? I was real cordial with you.
What's your name?
You're not cordial
I
at
was
all.
cordial.
You're
No,
out here
I'm
looking
not.
for a problem.
I'm amped up because she's trying to.
You're
She
out here
demanded
looking
me
for a
my
problem.
name. No,
That's
I'm
why you're
not.
here. That's why you're recording.
So y'all all pieces
Because
of
you're
shit,
looking for
bro.
a
No, I'm not. You don't know me, but when you
I know
find
nothing
out,
about you.
no.
see what you're all
It's
about.
okay. No.
All right.
What you doing is categorizing.
Hey, if you go
You
back on the
categorize. I never
I'm
was
gonna
on their property. It's okay. If you go in there and rob them, I'll take you to jail. How about that? What the fuck? You trying to categorize all of us, so I'm gonna put all you officers in a box. That ain't what I do. All I asked her was for her name and badge number. She said it's not her policy. That's what got me revved up. You gonna see?
It's locked.
Yes, why? We could have kept this real simple. I asked you, did you want to go in there first? You did not. There she goes. She opened it. Tuh. So y'all know what the so this is the sergeant, this is their supervisor, and you can just tell he finna go in there and give the same thing that all officers do. He's out here and antagonize us, so we violate his right, so we try to sue us. That is not what I do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Ain't nobody antagonizing nobody but you. You and your little officer.
I don't want to antagonize you at all. I don't want to be here talking to you.
Antagonizing nobody but you. You and your little officer.
Thank you.
Let's, if you just watch that behind you. Banks are not allowed to be videoed, so I went out. He was on the sidewalk. I asked him to stop videoing. I asked him, why are you videoing? He's being paid by his friends to video the bank. He was zooming in on my staff through the windows. That's when we shut all the blinds. I explained again, if you want a video, we need to get okay by corporate security. Would you like me to call? He's videoing my interaction the whole time. I'm like, let me go call security. I come to the door, he's like, let me ask you a question. Where's your vault at? How much money do you have in it? What I don't like is he went car by car and videoed all of our cars. Completely circled the building up to 2 times.
Okay. And we did tell him he's not allowed on the property. If he comes back, we'll take him to jail.
He's not leaving.
He legally can hang out on the sidewalk all day. There's not anything we can do about it. Yeah, he's just looking for drama and some little fame, I guess. But he said he's not coming.
Business card.
No, I gave him
You
mine.
gave him yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to give him anything. Yeah,
My team is rattled.
we deal with it all the time, and it's
my
maddening. They don't want to listen. They don't want to talk. They just want to argue. They just want drama and problems.
Getting all red in it. We're in here too.
Yeah, and they come in our office, and we can't make them leave because
Gotcha.
it's kind of public property. So they just sit in there and cause problems.
So the sidewalk,
The sidewalk is
where
public
he's
property.
at, when he crosses over, where would it count crossing over?
Oh, I don't know.
Because we release the parking.
10-4-16-12.
I don't know.
I don't know. And out of this sidewalk, being that that's a road, I don't even know if that sidewalk is public or if that's. I think it is.
I don't know.
I'm not
guys.
sure.
We maintain it
Yeah.
through the winter. We maintain all of it.
Yeah. No, I know. I'll tell him again when we go outside. Like, don't come on the property. You're gonna go to jail if you do.
Okay.
He seems like that's not the fame he's looking for. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks. I'm gonna come to security. Let them know there's really nothing.
What time are you guys closing?
We close at 5. I've locked the doors because of the risk. I can't hit. I mean, if he walks through the doors, by the time we get anybody back here, he's already recorded inside.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll let him know again. Like I said, I don't think that's what he's looking for.
Okay. I'm gonna keep the door locked till I get my district manager. It's
Yeah.
okay to unlock it.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
I did get your business card. Hopefully we can start over. Everything good. I didn't get your business card. Hopefully we can start over and end this on a good note.
But stay off property.
Can I get the call for service number?
Take you to jail.
Can I get the call for service number, please, from you, Rodriguez? You're not gonna do the call for service number? I said let's start over. You don't want to do that. Well, if you go inside that bank and take some money, man, I'm going to take you to jail, man. Citizen's arrest. You got that? Okay, I never was on their property. Hey, don't drink and drive, and don't beat your dog. Don't beat your wife, man. Tuh. He said I'm not going to get that for you, y'all. Y'all see that?
Now, the arrival of the sergeant should bring resolution, right? You would expect him to correct the behavior of his subordinate, enforce proper procedures, and make it clear that citizens on public property have rights. But that's not what happens. Instead, he compounds the problem. The call for service, a simple tool that could have de-escalated the situation, is flatly refused. Completely ignored. In that moment, the sergeant becomes just as culpable as the officer he oversees. Leadership, accountability, professionalism, every bit of it vanishes the instant it becomes inconvenient. This scenario illustrates a harsh reality that many people face when dealing with officers who view authority as unlimited power. These are the officers who will find any pretext, any excuse, to intimidate, detain, or arrest. And it underscores a critical lesson: knowing your rights isn't optional. It's essential. Understanding what law enforcement can and cannot do is your first line of defense. But awareness alone isn't enough. Knowledge must be combined with action. Recording interactions, asking precise questions, and refusing to be bullied sends a powerful message, not just to the officers involved, but to the wider community. That's why content like this exists. Channels like ours document these encounters, break them down, and expose them so the public can learn, prepare, and respond. Supporting this content by subscribing, liking, and commenting isn't just helping us, it's helping spread awareness to your neighbors, friends, and family. Every second of this video demonstrates a critical point. The officer's refusal to identify herself is more than a technical misstep, it's a calculated power move. The sergeant's refusal to intervene reinforces a culture of impunity. And the public, witnessing this, is caught in a dual response: admiration for the citizens' calm, informed response, and frustration at the lack of accountability from those entrusted to serve and protect. Consider what it means to live in a society where authority figures act as though they are above the law. Where citizens attempting to exercise their rights are met with hostility. Where leadership condones or turns a blind eye to misconduct. This is not an isolated incident. It is a systemic problem affecting millions. And that is exactly why public education on rights has never been more vital. Recording your interactions is no longer optional. It is a shield, a safeguard, a means to hold authority accountable in real time. In this clip, the contrast couldn't be clearer. A calm, rights-aware citizen versus officers interpreting their role as permission to intimidate. Every question asked, every request for identification, every insistence on transparency highlights the gap between lawful conduct and authoritarian overreach. This scenario also serves as a masterclass in recognizing red flags. When an officer refuses to identify themselves, that is a clear warning sign. When leadership refuses to correct misconduct, that signals a systemic failure. When documentation and public oversight are necessary for even basic accountability, that is a societal problem. Watching this unfold provides a blueprint for what to do, and what not to do, in similar circumstances. Psychologically, the dynamics are fascinating. Officers hiding their identities and asserting authority aggressively are attempting to manipulate through intimidation. They rely on the expectation that most citizens will comply out of fear. But the civilian in this video demonstrates how preparation and composure neutralize that tactic. Standing firmly on public property, filming legally, and asking direct questions exposes fear masquerading as authority for exactly what it is. Now, put yourself in this man's shoes. Standing on the sidewalk, facing two officials unwilling to follow basic rules. The tension is tangible, yet he remains composed, deliberate, and unwavering. This composure is essential. Understanding your rights is not just a matter of legal literacy, it is mental preparation, situational awareness, and emotional control. So, what lessons can we extract from this encounter? First, never underestimate the importance of knowing the law. Second, understand the difference between compliance and submission. Compliance is strategic, submission is surrender. Third, document everything. Your phone or camera is more than a device. It's a lifeline, a record, and a tool for justice. This video also reminds us why public awareness is critical. The more people witness interactions like this, the harder it becomes for misconduct to be ignored or swept under the rug. When communities demand accountability and share knowledge, even entrenched systems feel pressure. Your engagement, watching, commenting, sharing, is an active contribution to this process. This isn't about vilifying all law enforcement officers. Many perform their duties honorably. But situations like this highlight a gap between authority and accountability, a gap with real consequences for citizens. Observing, questioning, and documenting are civic responsibilities, not acts of defiance. In the next segment, we will analyze the sergeant's actions, showing how leadership failures exacerbate misconduct. We will examine why refusing a call for service is more than a minor procedural issue. It is a systemic enabler of abuse. Understanding these behaviors equips viewers to anticipate, recognize, and respond effectively when faced with similar situations. Remember, this video is a call to action. Supporting channels like ours spreads awareness, educates the public, and amplifies voices that may otherwise be ignored. Liking, subscribing, and leaving thoughtful comments are small but powerful tools in the fight against a culture of complacency and misconduct. As you continue watching, observe the subtle cues. Watch how body language communicates authority and intimidation. Watch how calm, informed citizens neutralize threats without escalation. Watch the stark difference between lawful enforcement and personal ego masquerading as duty. These are not theoretical lessons, they are practical survival skills in a world where rights are constantly tested. Knowledge is power. Recording is protection. Sharing information is civic engagement. The more people understand their rights, the more difficult it becomes for misconduct to remain unchecked. Every second is a lesson. Every interaction is a case study. Every viewer has a role in spreading awareness. By the end of this footage, you will understand that preparation isn't just about memorizing laws, it's about mindset, strategy, and knowing how to act when authority exceeds its bounds. The stakes are real. Your rights are real. Your responsibility to yourself and your community is real. Key takeaways: always ask for identification, always record, remain calm, know your rights, and demand accountability. The officer's refusal and the sergeant's failure are textbook examples of what can go wrong. Watching this, you can learn how to prevent escalation, protect yourself legally, and empower others by sharing your knowledge. By the conclusion, it will be evident: the system is not infallible, but informed citizens are. Awareness, documentation, and community engagement are the most effective defenses against abuse of authority. Every click, every share, every comment creates a ripple that contributes to a larger wave of accountability. Don't just watch, act. Learn, document, share, educate. Support the channel. Content like this doesn't just entertain, it informs, empowers, and protects. Vigilance is not paranoia, it is practical civic responsibility. Always record. Always know your rights. Never assume authority will act ethically without oversight. This video proves that the law is only as strong as the people willing to uphold it.